Hello student, tuples. Tuples is a sequence that can be immutable. If we want to change the elements inside the tuple, it will be create a new tuple in Python memory. Okay, so let's discuss about how to create the tuple. Just like list, first we can create one identifier. Suppose I take one identifier, then equal to, inside this bracket we just write the elements. So it will be way to create the element. If we are not giving any element inside it, so it will be just work as a empty tuple. And if we write only one element inside it, so it will be single element tuple. Okay, so let's check how to make that in Python console. Okay, let's type, suppose my identifier is f, then inside the square bracket I just take one elements. Okay, then f, so it will be as a tuple type, not integer type. Okay, if whatever we write inside the bracket, this curve bracket, so it will be treated as a tuple type. In place of this bracket I just write 7 and comma, so it is also treated as a tuple type. But we can't give that any bracket or a comma, so it will be treated as a integer type. It is a integer type. Okay, now the axis of elements in a tuple, uh, we can access any tuples from their index value. So for that we are using, first create a table. Suppose t is my tuple identifier, and here inside we just write the elements of the tuple. Okay, 3.16, 6.2, comma, inside the square bracket I take one element also and close it. Okay, so it is a mixed type tuple. Here integer value, this one, and this one is a float value, and this one is a string types variable. So let's access it. So it will be written the tuple elements, and if we want to access one particular element, for that purpose we are using the index value for it. So this index value either the forward direction or from the backward directions. If we are using the forward directions, the index value is 0, 1, 2, 3, like that, and so on. And if we want to access the element from the backward directions, the index value is -1, -2, -3, like that. So I will show how to access the element from the tuple. So this is my tuple name, and here I will take one index value. Suppose I want to access 3.1, so their index value is 0, 1, 2 and 3. So the index value is 3. Okay, so it will be written 3.1. And from the backward directions, if we want to access the same elements or another element, so we can use the negative index value. So for that purpose we are using minus, suppose 2. Okay, so what it will be written? It's written 6.2. Why? Because their index value is -1 and its index value is -2, then -3, like that. Okay, so this is the way to access a particular element from the tuple. And if we want to change the elements, it will be created a new element from the in the memory. It's not change the particular element from that list. Okay, now the tuple operations, there are different operations that we can show on here, but remember it. First I will take the join tuple. Join tuple, it means by add two tuples in one tuple. Okay, so for that we are join only two tuple, not with tuple with a number or a tuple with integer or tuple with other data types. It is so the error. So let's check it will be work or not. Here I am having one tuple 7 and another tuple is d. Okay, so I will join these two tuples, f, then plus, then d. Okay, enter. It will be show the error because on here different types, first one is a integer and second one is a okay, because in in a last I will take the f as a integer type. So I will create a new tuple g equal to, then I will give the element 7 5 3 9. Okay, this is my another tuple, and one more tuple I will take j equal to, inside the square bracket I just give the elements 2 4 6 8. Okay, and if you want to join this tuple g plus j, okay, so it will be join these two tuples in one tuples. It is not stored in any tuples, it just join in this output only. And if you want to join this tuple to another tuple, so for that purpose we write the take one variable name k equal to g plus j. Okay, so on here that it will be created a new tuple k, and there it can be inserted the elements of tuple 1 and 2. Okay, so now slice of the tuple. Now second operation is multiplication. It's called repeating or replacing. Okay, so here I taken a tuple g, their element is 7 5 3 9, and if we want to multiply or replacing these elements, so for that purpose we'll write the name of tuple and multiple sign and 3. Okay, so it will be written the elements of g tuples at 3 times. It is called repeating or replacing tuples. Now slice of tuple, if we want to access the elements particular element from the tuple, so for that purpose we are using the slice. Okay, I will take this tuple this one k1. Okay, the element of k is this. Now, and if we want to access the element only 2 from this list, so for or 2 4 only these two elements if you want to access, so for that we are using the slice element and giving the starting and ending position. So the starting position is 0 1 2 3 and 4, and this one is a 5. So starting position is 4 and ending position is 5. So let's I will check k and their starting position 4 and ending position, suppose I am given some another 6, and the bracket, where is bracket? Okay, so it will be written 2 and 4. Okay, starting position as well as ending position, the 2 is starting position 0 1 2 3 and 4, so it will be started from this, and in place of 5 I write 6 because it will be take the values from minus 1 elements. So it will be written the element 2 and 4 from the given tuple. Okay, then comparison of the tuples. If we want to compare two tuple, so we can also compare the two tuple with the help of comparative operators. I will take another tuple to compare first one. So for that we are using this. Okay, this is two tuples, and if we want to compare, we just compare it. A then equal to B. Okay, so it will be written the true values. Remember, compare operator always return the boolean values, either true value or false value. Okay, so now deleting tuples. If we want to delete the tuple from the memory, so for that purpose we are using del keyword. Del, sorry, s is typed, del then space a. Okay, so let's check it will be deleted or not. So it will be show the error because the a tuple I will delete previously. Now the functions of the tuple. there are different functions we are using with tuple. First I explain len function. Len functions is return the length of the tuples and count the elements from the tuples. Here I am taken the tuple b. In b tuple having two elements 5 and 7. So let's check. It's return the len, and inside the bracket we just write the name of the tuple. Yes, so len b, so it will be written the 2 because here the len tuple having only two elements. Then max and min. Another function is max functions. Max functions is return the maximum element from the list. It is possible with the string as well as integers and float also. So in string it will be just compare with the help of ASCII value. So I will show you how it will be written. Suppose I create one tuple 1, okay, and there I will give the values inside the square bracket. I just give the value 2 4 8 23 67 5 34. Okay, this is one tuple I created, and if you want to access the maximum element from that tuples, so for that purpose we are using max functions, and inside the bracket we write the name of the tuple. In here my tuple name is t1. Okay, so it will be written the 67. So max functions is written the maximum value from the tuple. Now same thing in min functions, it will be written the minimum element from that tuple. Okay, min, then bracket and t1 and bracket. So it will be written the minimum value of that elements from the tuple. Index, previously I show you index. It will be written the index values. Let's check its t1 dot index, then inside the square bracket I write 5, so it will be written the 5. Okay, so basically index work with the tuple in the same way to it work in a list. It will be written the index of existing element of the tuple. Okay, and if their value is not, suppose on here I write 5, but the in my tuple is 5 is not in that list, so it will be written random any values. So I will show you again the value. We just take one element from the list from the tuple, and just find out what's the index value of that particular element. Suppose here I write the 6 is elements of the day. Okay, it's true, so it will be written 2 because here the index value of 6 is 0 1 and 2. Okay, here it is a index value is 2, but 5 is not in my list. Okay, so it will be written randomly any values, it will be written. Okay, false value it will be written because this element is not in my list. Now the next function is count functions. So count functions basically return how many times of that elements are appear in our list. Suppose here in this list no elements are repeated, so I will create a one new tuple 2, and inside it I write the elements, repeat some elements. Okay, suppose 6 7 6 4. So I want to count the 6 element 6 from the tuple 2. So for that we write t2 comma count. It is count the element how many times that particular appear in my particular tuple. Okay, then tuple methods, if we want to just giving the strings and change it into the tuple, so for that we are using the tuple functions. So for that I take one new tuple. Okay, on here it will be created the new tuple from these names, and equal to then tuple. Okay, and on here we just write the string name. Suppose I take python. Okay, and this close. Okay, and t3. So it will be created one tuple t3 from the with the help of this tuple keyword, tuple functions, and inside is I am given one string, so it will be change it into the tuple type. Okay, so this is the basic functions of the tuple to how to create and access that. So I just one questions, you just comment if you know the answer. So let's me show that elements. Suppose I am taken one tuple t4, and here I am taken one values 2.6 comma 8.1 8.5 comma I take one another tuple comma and again one. So my question is that how many elements of these t4 tuple, okay, how many elements of this tuple, you must be give the answer in comment box. Thank you dear students.